The comment of the week goes to...
One thing I do want to say is like not to, although we have seasons and phases, don't put off life just to achieve goals, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, yes, right now my priority is being financially independent and like just being financially free so I can go and just live my best life.
Your best
so
life.
a lot of the time is like working and building. But at the same time, you know, you do have to like kind of prioritize relationships, and that's like your friends. So making time to just like call them in the evenings.
Barbara.
Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bax and it's absolutely fabulous meeting you. Today we are joined by the fabulous, the gorgeous, the long-legged Boka. I had to let them know. I think they don't know that she's actually long.
No, actually my
legs.
torso is long. My
Is
legs
it?
aren't like, because some people, they're tall because of their legs.
And some are tall because of
the
their
torso.
But you have long legs.
Maybe compared to you.
Tears.
Guys, Bags actually looks tall, but...
I look tall on camera, but as you can see.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you this question.
Oh, hectic.
Okay.
I hate this.
Okay, you're obviously okay. I don't know if I should assume that you're a black woman. Like, you're, in my opinion,
I don't identify
as black woman. What do you?
Caucasian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As a Caucasian mama. Yeah. So for me, I'm like, I was actually having this conversation with my younger brother the other day where we were chatting about how, as a black woman, you are regarded as a child until you get married or leave the house. And for me, that's crazy to me because I've got a younger sister who's about to graduate. And so obviously after graduation, that's when parents are like, okay, now you're getting married. That's fine, my child. Go ahead and do that. Which means that my younger sister now becomes the adult and I remain a kid. But that's a bit of a wonky dynamic because technically I'm the real adult here. So what's your take on black women being treated as children until they get married?
Well, I think it's the other way around.
You think?
Yeah, I think I understand what you're saying, and I think there is definitely a truth to it, but it also just goes depending on from household to household. I think societally, it's more that I think young black girls are, well, it's the concept of the adultification of young girls. So like, as black girls, you're sexualized. You're sexualized at an earlier age, and therefore you're treated differently to other, your other race counterparts. I think I also just want to
disclaim that we are black girls.
Yeah.
So this is obviously in our opinions and our lived experiences as black girls. I don't know what be going on in other households, but as you were saying.
So a lot of black young girls, because of how we're viewed, even our bodies, I don't know if you've had that experience, but for me, from a young age, even like walking to the shops, adult men, they would like, hey, girl. And I'm like, dude, this is a 12-year-old. Why are you hollering? Why are you, you know what I mean? So society often ages black girls and robs them of their childhood, of their innocence, in contrast to like our white counterparts, But I think in the household where that grain of truth comes in is that, and again, depending on your household, I can definitely relate on, you're a child. And it's just that African dynamic of like, parent and child. Whereas, in other places it might be like, we're equals. Yeah. Whereas no, you're a child. And then all of a sudden, at some point, when you have a boyfriend that they never even knew of, then when it's like marriage and
which is also wild because it's like you're told, and I just like I really am struggling to wrap my head around it, and especially as I get older, because I'm like, you're told as a, for me, black girl, that stay away from boys, like don't do it, don't have boyfriends, we don't even want to know if you have a serious, like we don't want to even know that he exists. But then once you start touching 27, 6, 8 towards the late 20s.
Is that your experience now with your parents? They don't want to know about
nothing.
relationships?
Like, absolutely nothing. I remember I tried to like have this conversation with my dad. I was like, so dad, there's some boys asking me on coffee date and I don't know what to do. What do you think?
Yeah.
And my dad was like, if you are ready to have sex, then go on a coffee date. I was like,
Father,
I said coffee. I said coffee. So it's just like, it was very extreme. And like, we're not going to get into that conversation.
You see, but that also again plays into the point that I just made. You know, a young black girl goes to their parents and it's just like, you know, I have a crush. And then their parents already takes it from something so innocent and childlike
like, to, you want to do this?
You want to do adult things, whatever. So now the girl is just like, oh.
Okay. But then when you get to your late 20s, the expectation, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Why are you not married?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Listen.
I just, like, my thing is, how do you think that can be maneuvered?
Well, okay. I'm going through that now, kind of, or I'm entering that era of, not necessarily, because shame, I have a very liberal and open household in terms of, or at least that has...
like, literally...
No, but you know what? I will say that I have initiated that with my parents because the relationship wasn't always like that. So especially with my mom and stuff, but they've never put pressure on me and my siblings to be like settle down. They'd rather want us to make the right decisions
than rush into something.
So they're like, take your time, it's fine. My mom's like, you single as hell, but also your friends are single as hell. So I don't know what's going on there.
What's wrong with that squad?
Okay, but I think if it was another case and society in general, there is a bit of a pressure and a bit of a like just a side eye to be like, and then girl, what's going on
with you?
Yeah, and I hate that that negative or the stigma is placed on women because a guy my exact age is not going to have that at all. You know?
Nothing. Do you believe in equality? I already know the answer, but I'm going to ask just for fun.
Okay.
So I can act shocked.
I believe in equality for humans in general, in terms of our rights and stuff.
Me too.
But your question is framed in terms of relationships and specifically heterosexual, so men and women, right?
Yeah.
And just kind of the gender roles or the role of a boyfriend and husband versus the role of a wife and a girlfriend. And do I believe that there's certain roles that a man should play in a relationship or certain roles that a woman should play? Well, before I answer that, can you give me a definition or just a loose one of like, what would you say is a traditional woman versus a modern woman?
Very loose.
Yeah, very loose.
Extremely loose.
Yeah, please.
I actually also have to think about it.
Yeah.
I think a traditional woman in my imagination would be the stereotypical gender roles that are assigned to society. So, house husband, you're crazy. Housewife, makes sense.
Okay,
do you know what I mean? Or like, she's the breadwinner. Okay, yeah, that's basically the same thing. So
housewife versus career girl.
Exactly.
Is that okay?
Exactly. But maybe not housewife, like homemaker versus career girl.
Okay, yeah.
Do you think that the two can intersect?
I hope so. I hope so. And they can only intersect if your partner, because I don't think we can be everything all at once.
Yeah.
I do think you can have everything, but there's seasons and it's like a tipping scale, whereas at some point, if I'm going to be prioritizing my career, then most of my energy is going to go there. And then hopefully my partner will be able to realize. I mean, if it was my partner, he will realize. Otherwise, it's gone.
How would you even get there?
And he would take the brunt of, the house life.
Yeah.
And vice versa. And then if I'm like, listen, I made the money or I'm just burnt out, I need a break. And he's like, yo, I'm going to take the lead in terms of money. Then again, either way, my man must have that money.
Either way. So you believe in equality, but just a little bit of... you know what? I don't even like the word between like equality or like versus not equal, because I'm just like, who wouldn't want... But okay, I'm just thinking of it in general as like human rights versus in this context. I believe in, as our one friend said earlier, in equity in relationships and not necessarily equality, because you know what I mean? Yes.
So it's if I take the example of household bills, if it's equality, we split it 50-50. But if you're making, you're making 100 Rand a month and I'm only making 50 Rand a month. So I must take out 25 Rand, 50 Rand, and you know what I mean? I take out
25 Rand, but I've got 75 left.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, whereas equity, it's like more equal because then you'll take out 50 and I take out 25. You maths, guys. Listen, this is why my husband, he's taking care of the finances. He needs to just, I'll just be...
You see? Yeah.
No,
I caught you.
You did.
I caught you.
You did. But that's why I'm like, I want to be able to work.
Yeah.
I don't need to work too hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, I want him, hopefully, to also want to work, but also be able to like have the support of a partner as well in the ways that he wants. I'm not here, at the end of the day, my ideal relationship and my ideal relationship style is not being someone's slave or someone's mother, as we said, And I guess the intricacies of the dynamics of our relationship will be determined by us. But again, it's going to be like this. So when I'm chilling, you can help me out. Vice versa. Yeah. Or we just play to one another's strengths.
Which is good. And I think that's how it should be. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming to the podcast. I don't know if there's anything
Thank you for finally having me. Okay?
Hey, guys, you know what the problem is now? I don't know if you could even tell, like, the entire time we're sitting here, I'm, like, panicking out of my mind because I'm like, am I asking the right questions?
That's why you're so calm.
Much. But in my head, it's going down. So I'm like, this went so well. So thank you so much for making it so easy. But I also want to give you the platform to say anything that maybe you wanted to say or felt like you wanted to. You're waiting for me to ask something that unleashes this particular demon. Okay, Angel. Okay, fine. Angel releases this part and I didn't ask. I don't know, is there anything you want to share?
Okay, well, I guess in terms of last words, it is Women's Month. But I think for me and, for Bax and hopefully the people on this channel, every day really is Women's Day, guys.
That's true.
Every day is Women's Day. Every month is Women's Month. And yeah, just enjoy your journey as much as you can. Be kinder to yourself. Be patient. Life is like a river.
Life is a river.
Exactly. So, yeah, to the woman that you're becoming or the person that you're becoming, you're on the right track. You're on the right track. But you know what could take you to exactly where you want to be? There is one thing. That's subscribing to this channel.
Exactly, my F.
Do you get it? Do you get it? That's honestly.
So that if you're on the podcast, I reached out to high five her and she didn't high five me back. She just left me and I had to high five myself. And such is life. It's okay. I love me.
Okay, everyone from my channel, please subscribe here to make up for that.
And make sure that you go check out the B-word as well. There's some content on there that will take you years to finish.
All day,
all day. I haven't finished.
Even worse now in Women's Month content. So
eat it, baby.
Enjoy.
Eat it up.